Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Let's get right into this draft. Now it's great to have you here, especially if you're new. Feel free to click some buttons. So far I think I have about 1 subscriber for every video that I've recorded. So if you want to change those numbers, feel free to help me out. Now I will say my picks, why I do them, and also my plays. Now if you see me do any mistakes, either in the drafting or the picking, do let me know. And I'm just really looking forward to have some fun. Now the last game we went okay. I think we went 5-3. And let's see what the first pack brings us. Alright. Meat Hook Massacre. Now this is a very nice card, but quadruple black is quite difficult for me to cast. Now there are some very strong red cards in this pack. And there's a Trapped in the Screen in an exercise. Now Chainsaw is nice, so is the Scorching Dragonfire. And also these two. The question, however, is, am I going to take it? I think the Chainsaw is probably the best card, or the Dragonfire, or the Horde Caller. I think I'm just going for the Chainsaw. I mean, it's, of course, it's not an instant, so it's not as good as the Scorching Dragonfire as a trick, but equipping this to any flying creature could be pretty nice, but we're passing some very strong red cards, so I wouldn't be surprised if this would be difficult. Alright, well this is a very weak pack. There's a Resonance and Long Neck, which is okay. Fear of Lost Teeth and a Faithful. I think the Glimmer Burst or the Faithful are probably the best cards in this pack. I think I'll take the Faithful. Maybe we'll end up in some kind of red-black sacrifice deck. But some very strong and many black cards in this pack. But I think the Faithful is probably the best pick. Alright, well, 2 very strong cards for the black-green deck, Under the Skin and Brute Spinner. Clockwork Percussion is also nice, of course, but I think the Brute Spinner is my pick here. But we will be passing on Under the Skin, which is unfortunate. But Brute Spinner is nice, so I'll just take it here. Okay, well, there's 2 Manifest Dreads and a Watchdog. And a Fungus. At this point I'm just looking to see if maybe we can get into some kind of black-green deck. Could always splash for an Emerge of the Cocoon if you have cycling cards. Now I'm not sure what's better, the Watchdog or the Manifest Dread. I think I'll go for the Watchdog. One of these might come around, or the Branch Snapper. I mean, there's quite some green cards. Yeah, this card is not amazing. It's only good if you have a lot of mana, or a way to unlock this without using mana, which is somewhat a build around. So there's another wary Watchdog, my goodness, and a Moldering Gym, and I think I'll take the Watchdog here. Seems like green Surveil stuff is open enough. Wow, Monstrous Emergence very late. That's also a very late baseball bat though. Wouldn't mind a Teddy or a Bear Trap at some point, just for if we get some stuff going. Now in this pack nothing, I mean Delirium stuff going, no, nothing in this pack really excites me, so I'm just going to take the Cemetery to help us to be able to play our cards, which I like. It's a very late Emerge from the Cocoon. I don't think red's going to be it. Now there is an Inspector, but we don't have anything yet. But I think I'll take it as a 3-drop. We already have one way to get something back from the graveyard. Could always pick up one of those, but let's just see if it's open. Alright, well there's a Scorching Dragonfire that came around, but this was our starting pack and it was very full with red cards, so I assume many people are playing red, so I'll just take the Burrower as a 2-drop. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a Fear of Lost Teeth. It's an enchantment, which helps with the graveyard. Branch Snapper is nice. Now we don't have anything yet to make us flip something over. So it seems so far we're just going for the delirium stuff with the Brood Spinner and maybe sacrifice some big dudes. So let me just pick up some big dudes. That's also very late emerge from the cocoon. So I think the good old reanimator stuff is open, especially with the goat. Alright. Yet again, not a very strong pack for us. There's a Killer's Mask and a long neck. I think I'll take the long neck here. I think it does enough to fill our graveyard with creature types. And it's very good for getting to the late game, at which I hope the Branch Snappers will be our game plan. So let's just take that. Surgical Suite is nice, but we're not green. Machete or Altenac. This card is okay. That we don't have any Sage names yet, so it will just be a 7 mana 9/9. So I guess I'll take the Machete. We already have quite some big dudes, and it seems like big dudes green is open enough, so I'm sure we will pick up something later on. Now this can be interesting. Because we have the Faithful, and perhaps we'll pick up more ways to get stuff out of the graveyard. For instance, with this doesn't put the stuff out of the graveyard. I think I'll just take this. So let's see if maybe we can find more ways to get stuff out of the graveyard. Wow, Gremlin Tamer very late. Fear of Exposure is okay. I guess I'll take another Manifest Dread, just to at least prepare for some delirium stuff. So maybe we could emerge from the cocoon with the Crypt. We've been passing many of these. Let's just no, we'll pick up one later. Another Defiled Crypt. Okay, so I am taking this. Now we have 3 ways to get stuff out of the graveyard. There's a Final Vengeance, which I will take here. Could have had like 5 of these, not that it's worth, but I'll take a Final Vengeance over the Cultist, but I wouldn't mind a Cultist at some point. Guess I'll take an Amalgam. Now we want to have stuff leave our graveyard. And I must say, it's not something that I've tried before. Ghost Vacuum would be amazing, but that's not something we can play. I guess I could use a Fungus. We are a bit light on removal, so I hope to pick up a Murder at some point. Don't really care about these cards, to be honest. Chandelier is nice. This also helps us trigger the Defiled Crypt. So maybe we'll get one more Chandelier at some point. And then we've got a game plan. Just put creatures in the graveyard, let them leave the graveyard. This is whenever a creature or any card. Cards leave your graveyard, okay. So with the Chandelier, it's just 2 mana, make a 2/2. Might as well speculate on that. No one's doing rooms. Alright. So there's another Chandelier, but I assume that we will get one later. It's replaceable. Miasma Demon is nice, but that's about it. So we want to get big stuff into our graveyard. These can be put in the graveyard by cycling, and otherwise it's just all into the Surveil and the Manifest Dread. So I guess I'll just take another Wary Watchdog. And now I think we're done on 2-drops. Wow, Stick Twister is very nice. Nothing really amazing in this pack, but I'll take a Stick Twister. Oh, Ghost Vacuum. Oh, this will be interesting. Now I will take the Ghost Vacuum, as I said before. I think it's amazing with the Defiled Crypt. It hurts our Delirium though, but I will take the Ghost Vacuum. Fanatic is nice. I will take it here. Won't be needing that one. Now we're not seeing any removal spell. This is of course a removal spell. This could be decent. We've got some ways to get Delirium. Cathartic Parting is also nice. Yeah, I think let's play a game. Now I think this is about to be our deck. Fungus is okay. Sorcery, artifacts and enchantments. We've got no instants, which is unfortunate. Maybe we can pick one up at some point, but it doesn't seem like it. We don't need any fixing. Don't need the leech. I think I'll just take a Manifest Dread. Wow. This is an artifact, but doesn't really do anything. There's the other Chandelier. So it's pretty much all about the... What is it? Might actually just play that, by the way, say its name. We don't have any big Delirium payoffs. We just want stuff to get into our graveyard. And we only have the Brood Spinner, which cares about it. We've got 2 removal spells. Yeah, I guess I won't play it. Wow, that's a very late Cathartic Party. I was thinking of just taking that one. I think we've got other ways to get the Branch Snappers into our graveyard, so I'm not sure if I need the Fanatic. I think I need to get rid of 1 or 2 2-drops. Now we have 2 Branch Snappers, so I will get rid of 1 one black, because we need a lot of green at the start. Not sure if we need the Cathartic Parting. Flash Burrower is okay. I think this is going to be it. Cryptic Inspector does almost nothing. We only have one way to trigger the whole flipping up thing. I might be mistaken, but you know. So this is going to be it. So we want creatures in our graveyards, so we can return them and then make some zombies. And I think the Watchdogs will be trading off a lot. So I will be on the defensive side and hope we can win with the Chandeliers and the Branch Snappers. Two Defiled Crypts and a Ghost Vacuum. Yes, I'm going to keep this. Now, Manifest Dread, I think I should actually just put a creature into my graveyard. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. I guess I'm just going to take the forest. Oh, I'm not taking it, of course. That is nice. Let's play that first, and if he wants to counter it, that's fine. We can just exile it. Sure, put some creature in the graveyard, do some stuff. Now he might counter this, but then again we can just get it back. So I want to play the Crypt for 4 and then just start vacuuming all the stuff. And at this point it's no big deal if our dog dies, so let's just do this. Would really like to draw a land now, but I guess we just have to do this. It's less value, I know, but I want to surveil a land to the top. Okay, that is annoying. Okay, that's nice. So I can't really attack, so I'm just going to do this. And then at instant speed just start making zombos. Would like to do it next turn when I have another one. So I make 2 zombies every turn. But I assume he has some kind of artifact removal. Okay. We get to surveil and we get some more creatures into the graveyard. Don't need that at the moment. Yeah, I think we just want creatures in the graveyard. Don't you dare. Okay, well. Is this whenever a card? Yeah, it doesn't even have to be a creature card, so that's no real biggie. I guess I'm just going to do a forest, which is unfortunate because I was hoping to get more value out of this, but now we can just use the Cadaver Lab and the Faithful. Hope to draw a swamp, will be amazing, so we can do both. Okay, well, let's just attack first. Yeah, let's just go for maximum value here. Maybe I should have kept the land at some point where I could. Alright, that is annoying. Okay, that helps. So we can return the long neck, which I think is a pretty decent blocker. Or a Flesh Burrower, which I think does the most work. And then we still have to and the Brute Spinner. I think we've got enough stuff to return, so I'm just keeping those 2 on top. I could use the Faithful to return the long neck if I want, and then get more zombies. Seems like the Brute Spinner is about to die. Yep. Well, we can just return that, so I'm not sure what that was about. Alright, that's fine. We take some damage, but his board is pretty empty. And this is of course to the battlefield, so that makes it less appealing. And next turn I can play the Branch Snapper Hardcast. And I could just play the Machete and Manifest Dread the Branch Snapper, which I think might be best. Can he have a 2-mana spell Flash? Let's just do it like this. I'm not sure what he has. Yeah, with the Machete and the Branch Snapper, it's just pretty much lethal next turn. And we can flip this up and then it will be a 9 something Trampler. So I wonder if he's still dead. Let's just attack with everything. He will have to block that. It has trample, so I assume he will die, and otherwise it's still fine. Okay. Okay. So it did its thing. We made some zombos. Now maybe the order in which I did things could have been better. That was a strange attack of him, by the way. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. I guess I'm just playing that on turn 1. There's no point yet in playing the Ghost Vacuum, nor this, because we can just play the Watchdog and surveil anything to the top. Maybe a untapped land. Okay, that's very nice. I'm just going to play the Doggo, trade it for the Burrower at some point. Amalgam. I think I want that in the graveyard for the Ghost Vacuum. So we're just searching for the rooms which, you know, make the zombies. Yeah, you can come at me. Okay. Now, I'll just play that. Attack with the Doggo. And we've got another Doggo and a Ghost Vacuum. And now I will probably surveil away any land that I'm drawing at some point. Yep. Yeah, that's not the enchantment land, so let's just put that away. Alright. Watchdog is still fine. We could just kill that, but I think we should keep the kill spell. Oh, I think we have to kill that actually. Yep, I am most definitely just going to kill that. I don't want the Ghost Vacuum to die. It's pretty much, well, not our whole plan, but it's quite a big part of the plan. Woof woof, good old Watchdogs. What will you do? Will it be a block or won't it be a block? It won't be a block, alright? He does already have the delirium, which is nice. I think you should attack. You know, if you're planning on blocking any of these two, you should most definitely attack. Then at least you've got a chance to deal some damage. No, it has vigilance, otherwise I would say probably not. Okay, well, he doesn't attack. My graveyard... Oh, I could also do his... I can do that in combat. I can shrink his centipede at instant speed. Okay. Should probably not remove all our creatures from their graveyard, because then I have nothing to return anymore. Okay, well. That's an interesting play. Okay, so we don't have delirium. We can return, remove the fungus. Oh, that's nice. So I'm most definitely playing this. I'm most definitely attacking with a watchdog. Wow, he's just taking it all. This is a card, so it doesn't have to be a creature. So I'm just going to do this first. Make 2/2. And then during his turn, we could just vacuum up a swamp or whatever. Right. Well, that does draw him a card. But we still have the watchdog. Let's just do the creature that gives us reveal trigger. So I want to surveil anything like an artifact or an enchantment into it. Okay, he's going to bounce the token. Makes sense. That is an artifact. So I just want to make some blockers. I think we'll just keep building it up. That's an artifact, which is nice. So now we can play Let's Play game for maximum value, and I think we have to do that actually. Let's just attack with the watchdog first. That is interesting. He badly wants to draw some cards, which makes sense, but that's okay. Let's see. I've got some creatures now. And I guess I'm going for the Chandelier. No, I'm just going for the Watchdog. Then I still have the thingy. Okay, good game. So much to do. Wow. Because if I actually got the Chandelier back, then I could use the 2 mana ability of the Chandelier to put stuff in my graveyard and then trigger the room again. And those zombies don't have to end games, they can just stay there and, you know, soak up opponent's cards, you know, removal or just trade off, whatever. Now, if you're still here, I'm very glad you are. If you want to help me out, please do give me feedback on anything you see me do which you think is strange. And consider leaving a like or maybe subscribe. Alright, well, we've only got one source, but we got the Branch Snapper, which is decent, so I'm just going to keep this. Probably just play the Ghost Vacuum first. Now, I probably don't want to do the whole Branch Snapper thing on turn. You know, I don't want to exile the Branch Snapper out of our graveyard. I should have done that in the opponent's turn though, but... So next turn we can do Faithful and Watchdog. Reason I don't want to exile it is because, you know, I can get it back with the Faithful next turn. I mean, in 2 turns if I... Let's just prevent him from getting Delirium. So I guess I'm just going Watchdog because it's a nice blocker. Faithful. Pass turn. Now if he attacks with a face down card, I will just block. Okay, well, I guess he won't attack. I will exile my Watchdog because it will come back at some point. No, now we draw that one. Okay, well, I want to go for maximum value here, but I think having a 7/6 on turn 4 is just too good to be true. And I am just going to attack here. He might have a removal spell, but you know, then we can just return it again. Wouldn't mind to draw some lands, to be honest. Okay. Well, if that's everything, we can just kill that. I'm just going to do his Manifest Red thing. I think we just have to keep on the pressure, so I'm just going to... Nope. Do that one. It deals the most damage, and then the Branch Snapper can kill it, still attack. Would like a land. That's also fine. Is it fine? Yeah, I guess I'll just keep that. That's no biggie. And now I'll just return the Faithful, I guess. And play it. Okay. Well, now he can kill the Branch Snapper if he chooses to do so. We're still lacking mana to do both. I guess I'm fine with just trading this for both of his creatures. Or just dealing 7 damage. I'm keeping this up. If he wants to target the Thresher with any reanimate stuff, I can just Ghost Vacuum that, but I prefer to Ghost Vacuum the Watchdog and make a zombie. Yep. Well, any of those two is nice to exile. I assume he won't attack. So let's just exile our Watchdog. Get a zombie. And there's another land. It's not the right color though, but can't really be picky now. Yeah, I guess we're just going to exile the... This way I still deal damage, so I'm just going to exile that. Sacrifice the Zombo. That's fine. I'm going to attack. And if he does double block it, I can just return it to the battlefield. Right now. It's okay. There's no point in doing it now, so... Tiber is nice. Vicious Clown is nice. So I think we still have lethal here. Just get rid of the Faithful. We can get it back at some point. So if we attack with everything, we can... Yeah, he's still dead. So let's just attack. Either he takes 7, or he blocks the Branch Snapper, and then he takes 4 plus 2. Yeah. He can make it indestructible, but that's fine. It's the trample here that matters. Sure. Alright, well, it's doing its thing, which I must say is pretty cool. I know that in real life drafts I've always wanted to try this out. So whenever you get past one of the rooms, then okay, well, maybe I can pick up a Ghost Vacuum. And this so far feels like the perfect deck for doing this stuff. I mean, Ghost Vacuum is just cheap exile stuff, which works great against any Delirium and Reanimate deck, and it really works well for our deck. Now I must admit, so far I think we've had the Ghost Vacuum in pretty much any opening hand that I've had. And I expect that now the competition will be a bit more fierce. So there will probably be some red-white decks flying around our ear soon. Probably destroying our life total before we get to turn 4 or 5. Now this is a long queue, I must say. Okay. Bad. I hope that says something about his playstyle. Okay, well this is amazing. I'm just going to keep this. These dogs have been doing so much work. I'm most definitely keeping that. Okay, salad is nice. Yep. Should always try. Now I'm just going to play the Burrower and the Ghost Vacuum. And hopefully at some point draw our 4th land for this. And otherwise I'm just going to Manifest Red to put stuff into the graveyard. So that's pretty much what Manifest comes down to. I mean, that you get the creature and you flip it up, it's not always, or it's not something you're really looking for. It's something which is a nice upside. But Manifest Red is just pretty much get a 2/2 and get something into your graveyard. Which of course is very important for many decks. Now I hope he plays something like a Weight Room or whatever. That is still fine. Okay. So we're just attacking with both. And if he does want to do some blocks, that's okay, because then now we can play the Lab and exile the Flesh Burrower to get a 2/2. And now with Manifest Dread, I'll just get a sorcery into the graveyard and, you know, I can keep doing this. Maybe the Machete is not the right card for this deck. Might be the right card for his deck. Amalgam is nice. Okay. Well, that was to be expected. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. Yeah, I really need a 5th land now, which would be amazing, so we can flash in the Amalgam at some point. And at this point we're just making a free 2/2 every turn. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, that's going to be a big problem. Or it actually is already a big problem. So we need some amazing top decks now. That is a nice top deck. So this is 2, 4, 6, 9 damage. So it's still not enough, but Altenac on turn, what was it? 5? It's very painful. And if he attacks, we're just taking 11, I guess. I mean, next turn we'll have 2 more zombies. But if he has a pump spell, it's just over. Maybe the Manifest Red thing or any burn to the face. But we need an answer for the Altenac. Oh, please don't kill my Ghost Vacuum. Now if he... Yep. That's unfortunate. 2, 4, 6, 7 damage we can block. So even if he attacks next turn and we don't have anything amazing, we're still dead. Alright, well, I'm glad he's not playing another creature. Okay, Faithful is something. Two, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do need to play this. And then flash in the Amalgam and just... block with everything, I guess. And next turn we can return some stuff to our hand and make some zombies. So our main problem is just the Altenac. But I assume he has some kind of removal spell, or at least a trick. And we're tapped out, so... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're taking 1 damage. Unless he has something and we're just dead. Yep. He has something. Yep. Well, turn 5 Altenac is pretty zesty. And as I said before, we're pretty low on removal. Even a monstrous emergence doesn't really help. Yeah, that's just very nice if you play the machete and you hit Altenac and you have the 0/4 that makes extra mana to flip stuff up. I'll take that every day. Maybe a Final Vengeance top deck would have saved us there. But I'm not even sure. Alright, game number 4. Yargle. Let's do this. Okay, yet again, we can cycle this, then we have a turn 3 play, and it's not the best hand, but I'm keeping it. Faithful would be very nice to return the Branch Snapper, but of course we don't have him at the moment. Oh, that's nice. I'd rather play the doggo. Now he might counter it, but then we'll have a creature in the graveyard. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. Alright. Well, I am blocking, of course. Oh, he seems to be in an Altenac deck. Yep. So now we could flash in the Amalgam at some point. No, I think I just need land. Yeah, I'm just going to flash in the Amalgam. Not as a blocker, but at the end of his turn. Yep. That is going to get him lots of value. So we found our land. We do have a target, so I want to play both of these in one go. So I guess I'm just going to surveil. Looking for more lands. Okay. And play the machete. Alright. So it cannot attack and block. He can use a fight spell on it, which is something he's probably going to do. Yep. Still not the best turn, I guess, but I could attack first, and I think I will. I like a wary watchdog, I think. Yeah, because I can just manifest dread this turn, so I'm going to do that. And then we can flip it up at the end of his turn. Alright, he is getting close to delirium. Alright. He still can't block with that one, so I am still attacking with both. And then I'll just play the Branch Snapper because on this board it's pretty good. I'm just keeping that, obviously. And anything he blocks now is just a creature that we can get back later. And next turn we could set up a pretty decent turn. He just keeps drawing land, it seems. Sorry, man. He can now block. We could equip this for 4. Okay, let's just play this for 4. Then get a creature back. For instance, the I guess another Branch Snapper would be nice. We get a zombie. We sacrifice the zombie. And then we slam for 10. Which I think is pretty good. Yep, he was just flooded. But our deck was amazing. Just surveilling away everything. And then actually getting the rooms and just getting the payoffs. 4-1. Let's keep this going. Now last game I said I could smell the trophy or whatever, the polish. Well, it didn't actually work out, but maybe this time. And playing 4-3 is already, I must say, pretty reasonable. And I'm just glad that we didn't end up splashing white for reanimation spells. We got plenty of black-green reanimate stuff. I mean, the Faithful, I think I picked it rather lightly, but it does exactly in this deck what I want. And then the 2 rooms, well, that's just amazing. Vacuuming all the way. Yes, please. Yes, please. If it's a creature, yeah, I guess I'll just take it. I want to hit my land drops. Okay, well, then we get in for 3. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, well, I'm really going to need the Ghost Vacuum now. Chandelier can do the same thing. I can put the Sprinter into his library. I hope he attacks. I mean, now we're getting in for 6, which is decent. If it's a creature, yeah, I'm just going to ditch that. Then I have something to return next turn. And let's just go for the lab. Now this is a bit of a slowdown, obviously. But next turn we can manifest dread and then return something. I don't think I want to remove that actually. So I'm just going to do manifest dread first. I want to kill that once the chandelier is on the board. Yeah, I'm just going to keep that. So that's 1 green to flip it up. Yeah, I expected as much. Alright. So this can kill an artifact or enchantment. So I wonder what he will play now. But we've got a long-term thing going on. Well, I am turning it face up. He might have an amalgam too, so I'm just going to... if he actually wants to block that, I will just use the ability, I guess. Yep. That is very nice. Well done. Well, that's the whole board obliterated. Let's just do this now that I can still do this. I hope to find another room. Okay. Well, I guess our whole game plan now is the chandelier. And that sprinter is just a beating. Yep. He does have the removal that we're actually lacking. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. It doesn't kill anything, but it makes him discard 2 cards, and those were some hefty cards. I don't think I will block the sprinter, I guess. Oh my goodness. Well, he also keeps top decking nice cards. Okay. Good game. Undead Sprinter doing its thing. Yeah, if you can't really exile that, or maybe with the chandelier shuffle it back, I don't think you've got a real chance. Now the thing that really did it was getting the demon back at instant speed, and we had to sacrifice an enchantment and a creature, which was our most valued enchantment. But I thought that I could order it myself. But it appears I couldn't. Otherwise, didn't I have an enchantment creature at that point? I mean, it's enchantment and then a creature. So if you target the enchantment creature, then you won't have to sacrifice the enchantment, because then there won't be a creature anymore to sacrifice. So I'm kind of surprised by that, actually. Let me just pour myself another drink. And let's see if maybe we can get to 5 wins. Okay, well this is... I think this is very nice. Of course it will take a while to get the stick twister going, but... it's just a 2-2 with an amazing upside. And if he kills the long neck, then we'll already be at 2 delirium. Sure. I mean, it will die at some point and I can get it back. And we have a way to destroy enchantments. He must have something. It's even exile. That is just unfair. Well, I'm glad he didn't use it on the Defiled Crypt. But we don't have any target, so that's annoying. Now I could force cycle this and get that back, which is some kind of value, I guess. Okay, well that was a bit of a dud. If he attacks with the Shredder, I will of course just block with the Stick Twister. At this point I want stuff into my graveyard. So next turn we could get the Stick Twister back and get a 2-2. But he has to at least play another creature or remove this, because he cannot block this with the Head Shredder alone. He has to have something else. But he might just attack again and then I guess I'll take it. Okay. I don't mind him doing that. Okay. So now he could. But I guess attacking is just not that useful for us right now. That is very nice though. So maybe attacking now is useful. I have 7 mana, so I can do this. Wow, kind of surprised there. So this doesn't have a great target anymore. So I'm just going to play the Chandelier and return the Stick Twister to my hand and make a 2-2. And whatever he kills now, I can get that back with the Faithful and make another 2-2. I think he has a way to kill either the Chandelier or the Branch Snapper. Or stun it, which is very annoying. But if he attacks, he probably attacks with the Centipede alone. If he attacks at all. Why? He shouldn't do that, right? I guess he's thinking to put the machete on the center. Okay, why wouldn't you just get another 5/5? All right. That's fine. Um, so with the chandelier, we can just make a 2/2 whenever a thing gets shuffled back. Okay, well, it's not like I was planning to attack anywhere soon. Except with the chandelier, but it's going to be stunned for a while. Yeah, let's just do this. We only have one thing in the graveyard, so we can only get one zombie now. We can make him discard 2. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. No, of course I don't get it into my hand. Okay, well now I'd have 2 cards, so I'm just going to make some zombies. I would keep it up, but since it's just only a sorcery, Oh, it's only once each turn. Oops. So he can block 2. I'm not going to attack with everything, but he would probably block that one. And then it's lethal. He has the Shredder. I just hope whatever he manifests, Dread, is not a creature. And if it is a creature, I hope it doesn't have reach. Yeah, if it's only once a turn, I should have kept up the land. Okay, well, that is a creature with reach. I don't think he's going to block with it. He wants to maximize that. So he has 4 blockers. We can attack with everything. Let's see, he blocks that one, that one, that one. He still gets 4, and then he has to block with the Brute Spinner. Let me think. If I attack with everything, he will probably equip the Shredder. He will have 4 blockers, 3 on the ground. So he will have to block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He can block 3 of those, which is 1, 4, that one, and those 2. So I'll still take 4, and then he will have to block the Chandelier. So I am attacking with everything, because I want him to block with the Brute Spinner. Because otherwise... Yep, okay. well, maybe I did a lot of thinking and it was not that good. So he's going to make 6 flyers, which he's probably going to do right now. And we can kill 5 of those because we can equip the machete. But I really hope to draw the other Defiled Crypt thing. So maybe that attack wasn't that great. It cost us a lot of creatures for dealing 2 damage. I didn't think of the Brute Spinner tapping for the Shredder, so that was just my bad. Eight mana, so we can do all things. So I guess we're just equipping the Amalgam. Attacking for 5 and surveilling 1. I think that's fine. So he is at 10 cards. Seems like he does have some kind of interaction. Yeah, I'll just keep that on top. Would love to draw the Ghost Vacuum, so maybe I should have ditched that one, but I think if at some point he is going to attack, I want a Death Touch creature. Okay. And I don't think he will attack with the Shredder anywhere soon. Oh, maybe he will. You may mill too. Okay, so he doesn't have to. Interesting. He might have the Death Touch and Indestructible Trick. And if he does have that, I don't want him to use it on the Chandelier. Now he doesn't have any great threats anymore on the ground, so I'm just going to do this. Yeah, well, he is most definitely adding more to the board than we are. And that is unfortunate. Two, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a lot. If I attack, he blocks with 1. I can jump that one, and then I'll take a lot. I'm going to take a lot anyway. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Him with the balustrade worm is probably just going to kill us. He can even equip the machete to the worm. Yeah, well. Trample haste, yep. Yep, never mind. Now, I think our deck was fun, and I think it did what it had to do. I was hoping to get at least one more win, gem-wise. You know, I'm not monetized. But we didn't have any sick rares. We had the Ghost Vacuum, which I think was about the only rare that we got. So, you know, I'm happy. Thank you for watching. If you like what I did, feel free to click some buttons. And I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.